The code is too much. It's too much. I have to cover myself. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending from where you are watching and listening to me around the globe. I am Mbonu Silas. By vocation, I'm a Catholic priest. By profession, I am a licensed clinical psychologist. In my YouTube therapeutic series on conquering bad habits, today I want to talk about the psychology of poverty mentality. There are three realities that people fear. One is sickness. The second is poverty. The third is death. I don't want to be sick. I want to enjoy good health. I don't want to be poor. I want to be rich and okay. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I want to live. So people fear these realities that must come. We must die one day. We can be poor one day. We must be sick one day. So these are realities. Okay. People don't want to be poor. Poverty is a mental issue. Poverty is a mentality. People can say that poverty is said to exist where there is a lack of means to satisfy someone's basic need. So whenever there is a lack, there is poverty. You can be poor in the spirit. You can be poor in spirituality. You can be poor in morality. You can be poor in academics. You can be poor in material things. So what it means that when there is a lack that needs to be filled, that lack constitutes poverty. But I want to talk about the poverty mentality. As people will say, oh, I come from a poor background. What matters is not your background. What matters is your backup. Oh, my father is poor. My great-grandfather was poor. My grandfather was poor. My father is also poor. My family is poor. That's the mentality. That they are poor does not mean that you'll be poor. That you are born poor does not mean that you remain poor. You will live poor and you will die poor. You have to change that mentality. But I want to say, as I already said, who is a rich man? Who is a poor man? A rich man is someone who earns and saves more than he or she spends. And a poor man is someone who earns and does not save more than he or she spends. Income and the expenditure or outcome. So if the outcome or the expenditure is more than the income, you don't have any sense, you are a poor man or a poor woman. But one can be poor because of lack of opportunities, but you look for the opportunities. Because of the environment, you change the environment. Because of being handicapped or disabilities or health-related issues. But outside of these categories, you have no excuse to be poor. You have to change that mentality. So there are 5 ways for you to overcome poverty mentality in your life. First is focus on what you can control. Expenses should be on your needs and not on your wants. Stop comparing yourself to others as a key step to stop being poor. The sun cannot compare itself with the moon because they shine on their own track. Put yourself in the company of those who make smart financial decisions. Set goals to move forward financially. Invest and save as much as you can, or you will be able to do, even if it goes in trickles. The third one you can do is start a side hustle or to increase your sources of income. You don't have one source of income, get something else to do so their income will increase. Use your time to educate yourself better and advance your career and change your poverty mindset and adopt rich mindset. Spend wisely and cut back where you can. Be frugal with money. Money is a spirit. Establish a plan on how you have to stop being poor by figuring out where you can stand and establish You cannot solve all the problems in this world because you are not El Shaddai, or else you shall die. Be wise, be frugal. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video. You can like, you can subscribe, you can share, you can comment. In my next video, I'll be talking about the psychology of living and life. God loves you, so do I. Thanks for watching. Bye.